Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review, and today's review is going to be on War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege Mirage. Now before I begin, this guy sort of has an interesting backstory. Just like another figure I reviewed, that being Impactor, this guy was part of a fan vote. Pretty much it was, what 2-pack do you want to see? And well, obviously Mirage and Impactor won because, well, they were released. But the other ones were Spinister and Wheeljack, both of which did eventually get figures, and Trax and Needlenose. And well, Trax did eventually get a figure. Needlenose still has yet to get a figure. Hopefully he will get one in Legacy. I don't know. But yeah, pretty much the only figure I've yet to actually obtain right now is Spinister. I don't know, hopefully in the future. But for now, before we look at the actual figure, let's get on to the packaging. And well, it's pretty much just a standard Siege packaging. The only difference is here, if it'll focus, I don't think it's focusing for us, but it does say fan voted. It's not really focusing that well, unfortunately. But well, here we have the character's name. Another victim of the Autobot prefix due to trademark reasons, it looks like. Here we have Mirage, just posing all angrily. If I can show this, got the backlight gimmick. We can punch that into the website, or just steal it from TF Wiki because they have it all documented. The mural on the side, I have no idea why it's not focusing, but we have seen this before in my other Siege reviews. The back of the box, I'm just going to use autofocus for this. So here we can see Mirage in both modes. Here we can see him using Battle Master. I'm not sure which one that is. Pretty sure it's a Singe, maybe. But the other one advertises is obviously Aimless. We've reviewed him before. And well, that's pretty much it for the box. Now back to the actual figure. Well, as we can see, he's a Cybertronian F1 car. And people have complained about this. I mean, we'll get there soon. But for now, let's have a 360. The back shows nothing suspicious whatsoever. This is just a standard back of an F1 car. Absolutely nothing to see here. The sides show what I assume is meant to be the standard Cetans logo, which is obviously a parody of a cigarette company that the original Mirage figure had. Although, I'm pretty sure that's not in Cybertronian. I'm pretty sure that's just something custom made for this figure. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it is meant to actually say Cetans. And of course the 26. Also in Cybertronian, I'm pretty sure. Got the Autobot insignia on the front of the car. Fortunately, it doesn't say ELF on it this time. The spoiler, which is actually quite big now for some reason. And well, let's address the elephant in the room, or well, elephants in the room, because there are quite a number of issues. Number one, this is a lie. Yeah, the front of the car doesn't even form the chest of the robot mode. People have pointed this out, but it's my turn to talk about this, okay? If this was more hidden, then sure, but this just sticks out. I mean, seriously. If you look at it from a top-down perspective, that just doesn't look good. I mean, yeah, if this was hidden, then yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Now, thankfully, on the Kingdom release with the Beast Wars Grimlock figure, like the Kingdom retool does actually have it, so this is on the underneath of the figure, so that issue is only on the Siege release. This next issue, this entire section is translucent plastic. My nemesis has come back to haunt me. If you see my reviews on like Kingdom Tracks and Studio Series Jazz, well, they both have translucent plastic in just the worst places. And they transform in such a way where it's quite brittle to transform them, or well, brittle looking. This guy looks to be no exception. I mean, I haven't had any horror stories of this guy breaking, but still, translucent plastic. Why? Is that just to make it look all spacey and Cybertronian? I mean, they could have just done it for this cockpit section and that's it. They didn't have to do it for the entire bit here. Now, thankfully, the Decepticon version of this figure, yeah, there's actually a version of this figure where he's a Decepticon. I don't know how that works, and I never watched the Netflix series. This is actually an opaque plastic, so it's not translucent anymore. And I'm pretty sure the Kingdom figure also fixes this. So once again, 2 issues fixed on the Kingdom version. And if you heard that, sorry, that's my dog barking. I think someone's at the door, just trying to ignore it, as I tend to do. But the next issue, the arms. Yeah, that doesn't look very aerodynamic. Just imagine the car just racing along, like when hitting this. That's not that. I don't think that would work. Sure, it's Cybertronian, but still. And once again, the Kingdom figure does actually fix this. Yeah, like the arms, instead of just being like squared out like that, they're more in a forward motion. It's best to actually see the figure for yourself to know what I mean. So once again, the Kingdom figure fixes the issues that this guy has. And I do really want to get that version, but I'm poor, so... Well, at the moment I'm poor, so right now I can't get it. But yeah, once again, hopefully in the future. The underneath, well, we do have another issue, but we'll get there in the transformation. Okay, let's move on to the weapons before I just melt with fiery rage at the issues that this guy has. This guy does have a gun, and even a missile launcher, akin to what the G1 figure had. And these can just go onto the spoiler. Once again, throwing away the aerodynamics of this guy. Okay, sure. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say about the vehicle mode, so let's get on to some comparisons. But first of all, here he is with his, I guess, vote mate. Well, here he is with Impactor. And well, these guys did actually get a 2-pack together, where Impactor was actually a Decepticon and Mirage was all translucent plastic. Why do I even bother? Well, getting Impactor off the screen. Here he is with his G1 counterpart. So we can see what Mirage looks like back on Cybertron compared to when he scanned his Earth vehicle mode. Keep in mind, this is a KO figure, not an official one, but still. Yeah, you can see that the G1 figure doesn't have a faux chest on the back. Here he is with the Spy Changer Mirage, just because, why not? Once again, there's no faux chest on the back of the vehicle mode. And finally, here he is with Beast Machine's Mirage. Now, I haven't done a review on this guy for one reason. Do you remember my complaint on translucent plastic? This is one reason why I don't like it. So yeah, unless I get the GT version of this figure, don't expect a review on this guy anytime soon. I'm only bringing this out for a comparison, just because the way the arms transform actually sort of reminds me of Beast Machine's Mirage. But we'll get that in the actual transformation. And once again, no faux chest on the back. So yeah, I suppose a select version of the Beast Machine Mirage would be cool. I don't know, maybe. But well, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. Now if we just get onto the transformation, so if I can just raise my camera up. Hopefully I've got my stand breaking, because, well, sometimes it does that when I'm recording. But well, for the transformation, you'd expect it to be something like you pull the legs out, or well, extend them out to get the arms out, and like this becomes the chest, right? Well, of course not. You see this? Yeah, this guy has a completely different transformation from what you would expect. So we untap this from this bit here, and it's just on this little stem here. And people have complained about this. So I'm just gonna split the legs here, and yes, the front of the vehicle does become the legs. So take the wheels, just fold them around. Get the foot out. And there you have a leg. So just extend it out like so, put that in. So there we have the legs. Now this section, get the head up. Just push all that in. Push these wheels in. Now the arms, just transform them like so. And well, here we have Mirage in his robot mode. And well, if you just excuse me while I get the others transformed for the comparison. Alright, there we go. And well, having a look at this figure, well, despite the fact that the transformation was clearly not what... Well, the transformation is definitely not how Mirage usually transforms. If anything, I'd say it more transforms like how Slapdash transforms. Well, the front of the vehicle being the legs, the spoiler being the arms. Hell, I'm surprised we did. I'm surprised we didn't get a Generation Select Slapdash from this guy. While having a 360, you can clearly see these wheels just sticking out the back. If we have a look at the head, well, at least it's a good head. Definitely resembles how Mirage usually looks. And well, if we give him his weaponry, of course, we can just give him the gun. And I suppose if you want, you can detach this and make this a gun if you want. If I can stick this in his hand. For some reason, this is fighting me. Well, you can make it a gun if you want, but seeing how we're on camera, it's misbehaving on me. But let's be honest, Mirage needs his missile launcher. There we go. And of course, you can give him the blast effects, which I forgot to get them out at the start of the review. So, excuse me, I'm just getting them out of my accessory tub. There we go. And of course, I'm just stuck with the ones that came with aimless. I really need to get some more Battle Masters just to get the blast effects. Well, you can plug one of these into the gun. And, well, despite this being a missile launcher, it can fire one of these wispy red fire blasts. If you wanted to. I don't know, maybe it's like overheating or something. Now you can also plug these into the here to make it look like he's being fired at. And there's also some on the shoulders. Of course, those circular impact ones work better, but as I said, these are the only ones I have. Or I suppose you could plug one into the spoiler. It's really your own decision. But come on, of course, we got the laser feet. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to show this in my last review. Damn it. Oh well. Now for comparison, Here he is with Impactor. And we can see that Impactor is actually taller. And it's just making me glad that this isn't that all translucent Mirage. Thank God. Here he is with the G1 original. So you can see the inspiration for the weapons. Of course, this being a KO, the weapons are gold, but still the same. And in fact, they actually managed to copy the weapons really well. Because you can see like the little magazine bit there. The rocket launcher looks really accurate. It's definitely really good. For some non-G1 Mirages, here he is with the Spy Changer. Of course, this guy's got a really simple transformation, so this is more just a size comparison to anything else. You definitely sees, comes up to about the Siege figure's leg. And next up here we have Broken Neck McGee himself, the Beast Machine's figure. If I can just bounce the head on there. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it. And as I said, the way the arms transform is sort of similar in my opinion, just except for the missile launchers. So for the articulation, just going to remove these, make some way for the head and arms.
Sorry, I don't have an arm.
Sorry, my echo just came off. I'm just getting interrupted non-stop today, but ignoring that. Moving the head, you can just turn side to side. It's sort of like up and down. The arms, well, they can move. It's got elbows which can swivel. Spoilers can get out the way so he can T-pose. He does actually have a butterfly joint there, so if you want to be immature, then you can. The waist can rotate. The hands don't, unfortunately. The legs can go forward, can go back. Of course, you can do the splits. And he's got a really good pivot. So if he wants to, he can scrape his taint. I'm seeing another Transformer reviewer. And these can swivel. And well, that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. Complaints? Well, where do I even begin? Well, we've got the translucent plastic, the faux parts, the fact that this just sticks out in the vehicle mode. Yeah. This isn't really a good figure in my opinion. So, do I recommend it? Well, I'd say only if you really, really want it. Like, if you really want a Cybertronian Mirage, then sure, but yeah, get the Kingdom version. Sure, it comes with a Beast Wars Dinobot in white, but If you really want a Mirage for your collection, either get the Kingdom version, or if you want one on a budget, just get the Classics version. Well, this has been my review on Siege Mirage, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.